times? Six times. 6 times. 6 times. And people keep coming to the wrong one. Okay, so what we're, if I can get it up right, don't mess with me. Okay, so what we're gonna talk about is 2 brothers. Let me text Trinity because she's probably on the wrong one. Rejoin. So we're talking about 2 brothers. They were Jacob and Esau. So they were twins, but Esau was the older one. He was super hairy, so you could tell. I think they were not identical because he was super hairy, and then Jacob was the younger one. He was super smooth when he came out, and and Esau came out first, and Jacob came out second, but Jacob was holding Esau's heel in his hand. And basically God said that the older one will serve the younger one, which in families it usually goes the younger will serve the older. So that was a little weird. Time skip. Time skip. So Esau was hairier. He was more an outdoorsy person, and he came in from hunting. Well, Jacob was not an outdoorsy person, and he was inside. He was inside. So he was making some stew, and Esau came in, and he was like, I'm starving to death. I will die if I don't get any food. Okay, well, Jacob was like, okay. Esau was like, give me some of that stew. Jacob was like, here's my chance. Leave y'all at a cliffhanger for a second. Sell me your birthright to being firstborn, is what Jacob said. Birthright for a pot of stew. If you just joined, we're talking about Jacob and Esau. If you don't know who those are twins in the Bible that had the sibling rivalry, I say. So what part was I in? Yeah, so he stole his older brother's birthright for a pot of stew. I've been real hungry before, but I've never been that hungry. So, are comments on? Somebody tell me if don't tell me. Somebody, I hate my life. Comment in moderation. Comments on, off, on. Okay, so, same. Okay, where was I at, bro? My memory. Oh, he just sold his birthright to his brother. Do you hear what I'm saying? He sold his birthright to his brother. And, like, I have a little brother. I would never give up my spot as a big sister for a bowl of stew. And I don't really like stew that much. Maybe, like, no. Anyways, time skip. Their dad, the twins' dad, Jacob and Esau, he was dying. He was getting old. He was getting a little rusty. He was dying. So he wanted Esau, the oldest, to go get him some meat from the pasture, and make him a real good meal so he can bless him. Hello? So he can bless him. Well, the mom overheard. And as God said before, the younger will be served by the older. So let me think. So the mom went to go get Jacob, the younger one, and she got Jacob, and she was like, I'm gonna make this stew, and we're gonna go give it to your dad. And he was like, wait, Dad's gonna know it's not me because my arms aren't hairy. Do you understand? Because the other brother was real hairy, I said. And she was like, well, after they made the stew, she was like, put these goat skins on your arm and on your neck. So if he feels you, he'll think you're hairy. Because Esau was that hairy that it felt like goat skin. Anyways, so Jacob, the little one, brought the stew to his father, and he blessed him, and he gave him all the firstborn blessings, and he's the secondborn, and all whatnot. And it evidently worked, the goat skins and whatnot. And then he left. And then the oldest came back with all his food, and he's like, Father, I'm back, and I've prepared a meal. And the dad starts freaking out because he just gave all his stuff and all the blessings to the younger one when he thought he was giving it to the older one. And he was like, oh my gosh, because there was nothing he could do. And like Esau, the oldest, if you haven't gotten it, I'm gonna keep saying it, was actually like throwing a tantrum, which I would too. If somebody took all my stuff, I would cry. I would cry really hard because I want a lot of stuff. Kind of conceited. Just a little bit. Anyways, so he gets so mad, and basically he was like, is there anything left for me? Like, can you bless me for anything? And the dad's like, hold on, I need to pull out my Bible. This is in, I gotta find this. Let me look it up. My downtime's on. So the dad was like, basically, you will serve under your brother, blah, 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 but you will be fruitful. Anyways, so Esau, the older one, is like, I'm going to kill my brother. I'm going to kill him because he took all my stuff. And the servants heard that, and they went to go tell the mom, and the mom told Jacob, and she was like, you have to leave. You literally have to leave. So he left, and he went to his mom's brother, so his uncle, to go marry one of his daughters. I know it's weird. It's the Bible times, it doesn't matter. So he left, and we'll probably continue the story another live. Bye guys. That was fun. That was my first live. I think that's pretty dandy, if I do say so myself. Thank you. What's her name? Callum something or another. It doesn't matter. It matters, but it doesn't matter. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. Thank you for liking. Oh, there's 2 people liking. Thank you for the likes. I'm gonna go. This has been great. I will probably go live tomorrow with one of my friends. Bye. I love you.